major instructor pilot on the Eurofighter in Germany, flying in Rostock-Lage with the German Air Force there. For the Eurofighter, as I'm sitting in a replica, is the cockpit design. You've got a head-up 15 degrees of field of view, so very wide angle field of view. You got 3 displays which display you the most important tactical scenario of the mission. You can reconfigure them for any phase of flight. If you do air-to-air, air-to-ground, if you are in a landing phase of flight, the aircraft shows you the information that is applicable at that time that you need to do your mission, to put your basically to fulfill your mission effectively and with the lowest workload ever possible that you can get. The cockpit is in a very organized manner. Everything is really easy to interpret, and you can just, by looking at the display once, you can interpret it very easily and see, okay, who's friend, who's not, who's unknown, and who has to be identified. For air-to-ground attacks, you have a laser designator pod, so you can very easily designate a target on the ground, either in the aircraft or you do it on the ground in the pre-flight planning. And the switch from air-to-air to air-to-ground is just a flick of a button, and the same way back. So you can prosecute an air-to-ground attack, and while you're doing that, you can defend yourself against targets air-to-air wise, or you can engage air-to-air targets, and when you come to your air-to-ground target, you just switch to air-to-ground and then do an air-to-ground attack on this one. So that's really easy. It is basically a HOTAS or /VTAS cockpit, so it's not only hands on throttle and stick, it's also voice and throttle and stick, so we can give commands to the aircraft just by voice, like talking, giving orders to the aircraft with my voice for certain phases of flight or for certain things I want the aircraft to do. Flying wise, it's really easy to fly for pilots, so it keeps workload off the pilot. You can not give or get the aircraft in any situation where the aircraft is not able to fly anymore aerodynamically. Then the computer gives you a warning, and if you don't react on that one, then the computer takes over and brings you back into the flying envelope of the aircraft. You also have a disorientation recovery functionality. It's like you are in the weather and don't know where's up and where's down. You just, with a single push of a button, which is close to the stick, you just tell the aircraft to recover to a stable flight condition. The switch will be right here next to the stick. So it's just a single push here, and the aircraft recovers to a straight and level flight or straight flight with a slight climbing attitude, and engages the autopilot and brings you back into a flyable condition until you recover the airplane. So that is basically the cockpit. So it's a very ergonomic cockpit. It's good seating position, very good view outside the cockpit. So it is state of the art, and basically really good to operate, and really low pilot fatigue in the aircraft. Oh yeah, I like it a lot. Oh no, we don't get to. I got to choose to be a Eurofighter instructor, but since our Air Force is replacing the jets basically with Eurofighter, sooner or later you will be transferred to the Eurofighter. So it is not only a personal choice, but it would have been my personal choice anyway. Because it is the most modern airplane we have, with the highest capabilities and the best aerodynamic performance. So it's like, why not choosing a Ferrari when you can have one?